Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. When evening comes around and it's time to go to town, where do you go? To rock and roll. The old folks say that you gotta end the day by 10. When you're out on the date and you bring home, let it sin. There's just no excuse that you know you're gonna lose, you'll never win. And again, and it's all because your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. When evening rolls around and it's time to go to town, where do you go? To rock and roll. You pull into the drive-in, you find a place to park. You hop into the back seat, you know it's nice and dark. You're just about to groove and you dig it a breeze that light in your eye, and then a guy says, "Out of the car, long hair, too easy. You're coming with me, never bullies." And it's all because your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. When evening comes around and it's time to go to town, where do you go? To rock and roll. Where do you go? To rock and roll. Episode 12. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining in. I'm so glad you guys are here. Before I go too far, I want to remember this. Today is my Uncle Elmer's 91st birthday. He would have been 91 today. And I want to remember him. We're sending this out to him, this show out to him today, because every year we used to go to his house and celebrate his birthday out on his farm. He had the farm-all tractor, and I think Oliver, I'm trying to think of some of the names. Stanley and I were just talking about this. There was Massey Ferguson, Oliver, Farmall, and John Deere, of course. There was a lot. So anyway, so that's what we're doing today. We also have a special tribute for our featured artist tonight. So stick around for that too. Let's get the right beat for this. There we go. Yes, it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand, but I still need love, 'cause I'm just a man. These nights never seem to go as planned. I don't want you to leave, will you hold my hand? Won't you stay? 'cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's plain to see. Stay with me. Why am I so emotional? No, it's not a good look. Gain some self-control. And deep down I know this will never work. You can lay with me so it doesn't hurt. Won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's plain to see. Won't you stay with me? Stay with me, Sam Smith. The lights are doing their thing with my tuning. Okay. Now for something completely different. I'm going to send this one out to all my friends in Kailua Kona at Gertrude's Jazz Bar. We used to do this all the time with Binti Bailey. Binti, if you're listening. Hello, Binti. Shout out to Binti. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, sway with me, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more. like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with me. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, but my eyes will only see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violin long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Other dancers may be on the floor, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violence long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me now, sway me now. That goes out to my friends at Gertrude's Jazz Bar in Kailua Kona in Hawaii. If you ever go to Kona, be sure to go to that club. It's an awesome club, awesome jazz club, right next to the ocean. It's upstairs. There's open doors, breezy. It's stuff. It's really a cool place to go to. I loved it. All right. Let's do this beat. Yeah, I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot that deputy. I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot that deputy. All around my hometown, they tried to track me down. They say they wanna bring me in guilty for the killing of the deputy. For the killing of the deputy. I say, I shot the sheriff, but I swear it wasn't self-defense. I shot the sheriff, and they say it is a capital offense. Sheriff John Brown always hated me. every time there wasn't seed, he said, kill it. Kill it before it grows. Kill it before it grows. Shot the sheriff, but I swear it was in self-defense. I shot the sheriff, and they say it is a capital offense. Sheriff John Brown always hated me. What? I do not know. They say I was trying to shoot him down, but I know that isn't so. Yes, I know that isn't so. I shot that sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. I promise it was not me. All right, let's see what we got going here. Oh, time for... Oh, here we go. Wrong button. Well, what happened? Oh. Okay, well, I guess it didn't happen. Didn't play the intro. Whenever we both fight for buttons, it doesn't happen. So in news I missed in this segment right here, we got the Daily Sun reports that a man kills himself and then he runs away. Okay. Sure, whatever he says. A nuclear explosion could be disaster. Have you ever wondered, like, if you ever looked at those pictures on Mars and the ones from JPL and the NASA, and you actually see some of those artifacts in there look kind of strange, don't they? I always wondered, well, I wonder if they had a civilization up there one time and maybe they destroyed each other, with the nuclear explosion. Who knows? They could even be our ancestors, but don't go there. The World Bank says that the poor need more money. That's a surprise to me. I really didn't think that the poor needed money. They've been operating without it for so long. God. Bugs flying around with wings are flying bugs. Okay, these are silly. These are really silly, and I'll do one more, and then we'll move on to something else. Oh, where was that one? One-armed man applauds the kindness of strangers. All right, enough of that. Okay, enough. I know it's silly, but I like silly. That's the wrong beat again. Let's try this one. Going up in the country, got to get away. I'm going up the country, don't you wanna go? I'm going someplace where I've never been before. I'm going where the water tastes like wine. I'm going where the water tastes like wine. We can watch the water, stay drunk all the time. City, got to get away. I'm gonna leave the city, got to get away. All this fussing and fighting, you know I sure can't stay. I'm gonna leave that Facebook, got to get away. I'm gonna leave that Facebook, got to get away. All the fussing and fighting, you know I cannot stay. Got to get away. I'm gonna leave. Got to get away. All this fussing and fighting, man, no, I can't stay. I'm going out the country, don't you wanna go? Going up on the country, don't you wanna go? I'm going someplace where I've never been before. Yeah, I'm going someplace I've never been before. Where that is. Let me check my doodad here. I think maybe I lost camera 4. I did. I lost camera 4. Give me a second. Let me switch to camera 4 and see what we're doing here and put camera 4 back online. Technology is wonderful when it works. Always have to add that. When it works, it's great. Let's do one more before we do our feature here. Check my tuning. this been going on? Gotta press the right button for the right part of the song. How long has this been going on? Where the friends and the friends of persuasion don't admit it's part of the scheme, but I can't help but have my suspicions, 'cause I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. You said you never intended to break up or sing its way, but there ain't no use in pretending this could happen to us any day. Oh, how long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? Oh, your friends and the frenzy persuasion don't admit it's part of the scheme, but I can't help but have my suspicions, but I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. You said this was never intending to break up or sing in this way, but there ain't no use in pretending this could happen to us any day. Oh, how long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? It's been going on. How long has this been going on? All righty. Let me see if I can let's do our feature. Let me get back here to where I can see what I'm doing. Thank you. Let's try this one. Okay, I have a special video for you, and this is actually the transition point for this show. I'm going to switch to acoustic guitar. Had several requests if I'd play acoustic, so I'm going to do that during the playing of this particular video. This is a video interview I did from my friend Andy Murphy, and we're discussing a very talented writer, songwriter who passed away many years ago, named Chuck Kirkley. One of his classmates contacted me and looking for information about Chuck and what have you, and it got me to thinking that, well, maybe what I should do is feature this song on tonight's show. And so I'll let you listen to the interview. It pretty much explains everything, so you should be able to tell what it is. Well, Andy, thank you so much for joining us today. We've known each other for over 40 years, but today we're getting together to talk about one particular project to honor someone that you produced originally many years ago, named Chuck Kirkley. One of his classmates contacted me, and they're getting ready to have their 50-year class reunion. And so they wanted to honor him with a special tribute. And I thought, well, let's get Andy in on here. There you go. There's the record you produced. For those that don't know, Chuck passed away from cancer in the middle of the project that you were producing. So how did you meet Chuck?
I'd worked with a friend of mine and produced this album for Richard Mason, who was kind of a Leo Kottke style guitarist.
Right.
And Richard introduced me to Chuck and was just immediately, blown away just by his writing and guitar playing and singing. And he was also quite a handsome young man. And there was always a bevy of good-looking babes at all his gigs. I think he had a covey of chicks, that were his fan base. And it was understandable because it's just a really great player and a good writer. And so I just started, we just became friends.
Thank you.
And he was just a super nice person too.
What did you see or hear in Chuck that made you say, oh, I want to produce this guy?
Well, I had started my career eventually took me into both recording engineer and then studio owner and then ultimately producer. So I started a production company because then I could go work at any studio that I wanted to. At the time, I was sort of still tied to what had been Willis's studio that was originally Hound Sound.
So for those who don't know, Willis Allen Ramsey wrote Muskrat Love. Yeah,
amazing writer.
But he took some of that money and just and built the studio there in Hound Sound. It was state of the art at the time.
The reason that Willis is important is because Chuck was a really big fan of Willis too. We both were, I think, and so Chuck was certainly influenced by him, as I think many people were, and ultimately Willis really became a fan of Chuck's. He was kind of trying to help out with some stuff before he even knew Chuck was sick. But Chuck was a really unique talent at the time. The people that used to open for Chuck, like in some of the gigs that he did around here, were Lyle Lovett.
Darden Smith?
Darden was one of the people that did shows with Chuck. Let's see if I can. Robert O'Keefe. So to go back to your question about this specific recording, we were talking about the recording of Treat Me Like a Millionaire. There was a songwriters competition that was sponsored by the Music Umbrella of Austin. And I had recommended to Chuck that he should enter that. Treat Me Like a Millionaire. He ended up being in the finals of the songwriting competition. But I told him, well, you're in the finals. And so he came up from Houston because you had to play. The finalists got to play at Symphony Square. So the recording that we put on Chuck's album was actually the recording that was just a demo of that song for this song competition. But because he died before we got to finish the album, my intention was to re-record that song.
Right. But I remember that you and I were working together at that time when Chuck was working on the record, which was at TMPS, a studio that I used to manage many years ago. And he was failing in health. And I remember you telling me that you wanted to re-record that song, but then he passed away before we even finished.
Yeah. So the one that got put on the album was the only recording I had of it, which is that 2-track live.
Well, there was some tempo issues. There was some mistakes, and there were some things that went on that happen when you do it live. And I had always loved that song. I fell in love with that song the first time I heard it. And every time I listened to that recording and I heard those mistakes and those imperfections, I said, I wish I could fix that. And for years, we did not have the tools to be able to do that. But, of course, now we do. And I had some time when I moved back from Hawaii to work on it. So I thought, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to take the time. I'm going to fix this thing, and I'm going to finish this song the way it really should be heard. And so I did. And that's when I contacted you and sent you a copy.
Yeah, it was just a beautiful surprise. You just did. Chuck would have been really proud.
Good.
I'm thinking he's got to hear it but I wish he was here so we could see his reaction. But I think he would have been really proud.
Me too. Well, let's take a couple minutes and let's share that song. Treat Me Like a
That'd be the best thing.
There's a picture of a lady hanging on the wall. Beauty is forever, love I can't recall. Little things that matter, she couldn't understand. And I didn't have the time to teach her how to treat a man. I go walking in the city, I got my heart in my hand. Gonna find me someone who can tell I'm a top-dollar man. She will love me tender, she will not complain. She'll make me feel like a winner when she calls my name. This is what I've wanted. Look and find someone else, someone to love me on and on, treat me like a millionaire, like a millionaire. There's no rule book to follow, it's not a matter of faith. But I know what I need to be happy, and I'm willing to wait. One whose love is tender, one who will not complain. Make me feel like a winner when she calls my name. This is what I wanted. Look and find someone else, someone to love me on and on, treat me like a millionaire, like a millionaire. This is what I wanted. Look and find someone else, someone who loves me on and on, treat me like a millionaire, like a millionaire. Treat me like a millionaire, treat me like the money in my pocket, baby. Treat me like a millionaire, treat me like a millionaire. Oh.
Well, that was Chuck Kirkley, Treat Me Like a Millionaire. And that's the song that Andy and I worked on together many years ago. And then we were able to bring it up to today's standards and add some other instrumentation to it by the wonders of technology.
Yeah, and your fingers.
My fingers. Well, Andy, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
And thank you, Larry. Thank you for doing this and thinking of me. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. All right. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Thank you so much, Andy, for being a guest on the show tonight. And we're going to send out that Chuck and all the classmates that are watching tonight. And it was my pleasure to be able to help on that. And also, I want to say that we've lost a lot of people during my course of my lifetime anyway. And you can't really say anything to them. You can't. You'd like to say something to them, except you have to go inside and say it, and what have you. But I think Jim Croce wrote a song that's appropriate for both Chuck and also my Uncle Elmer, who would have been 91 today. So let's just let's do that. Well, I know it's kind of late. I hope I didn't wake you, but I got to say, can't wait. I know you'll understand. Every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I have to tell I love you in song. Yeah, I know it's kind of strange. Every time I'm near you, I just run out of things to say. I know you understand. Every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kind of late. I hope I didn't wake you. But there's something I've got to say. I know you'll understand. Every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I have to say I love you in song. Yeah. I just have to say I love you in a song. I love you. I've been forgetting to put the keys of the songs. I totally forgot to check the chat all night. I was reading the chat during the playing of the interview, and I thought, oh my goodness, I forgot to say the keys of the songs. And oh, here's a thank you from Andy. Thank you, Andy. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That last song was an A, and I think it's probably time for, let's try this one. Yeah, let's do this one. Tips and tricks. It's Larry's tips and tricks. So the thing to do, this tip is mainly about acoustic guitar players, but it could be for electric guitar players too, is when I was first learning to play, I was thinking, a lot of people use a plectrum, and I use one like this. Let's see. Like this. Bingo. And I use different picks for different guitars. Actually, if you see me play this one, there you go. That's what I use for electric guitar. It's actually a medium pick. I found that medium picks sound better on electric guitars, and the white picks are actually they're thicker, they're heavy. I noticed the tone was a little bit better. But the thing I'm about to show you here is two things. Number one is a lot of people use plectrums or picks whenever they play, and many people use the sharp end of the pick, and there's nothing wrong with that. But don't limit yourself to just that part of the pick. Like, for instance, I'll show you, if I use that part of the pick and play a scale, it sounds one way. But watch for when I switch to the side where the rounded edge is, and I'm just going to play the same thing. Listen. Same pick, only different edge. So the sharper edge will give you, and then the rounder edge will give you different tones. So you got a couple different tones on your pick to choose from, but just by where you hold it and what part of the pick you use to strum the guitar. And the other thing I want to say is that you would do good to be able to use these three fingers. You know, a lot of people use the thumb and the forefinger or first finger to hold the pick, and that's typically the way it's done. Or some people use two fingers and a thumb. It doesn't really matter. But if you can do it with just the thumb and the first finger, that gives you three more fingers to play. So whenever let me switch to this camera, see if I can see this. So whenever I play this, I can use the pick to play the bass string, and I can use these three fingers to pick the chord. So even though you can't really see it, I'm using three fingers to play the chord. So as opposed to if I just used a pick, I'd have to do, which is a lot different sound, and I don't think it's quite as pretty, but I'm just rolling the pick to the other fingers. Okay, that's the end of the lesson today. That'll be 50 cents. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's do something else. Yeah, let's get ready for that. Of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for me. Wait and see. Another day goes by, still the children cry, put a little love in your heart. You want the world to know we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait. See, put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. That was in the key of G for those who wanted to play along. Let's see if I can remember to say what key it is on the next one. This one is The Lady Wants to Know. This is by Michael Franks. People like Michael Franks. And this is in the key of A, but it starts on D. Whoops. Wow, it got a metronome. Oh, it didn't play to the right song. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, that one was erased. Maybe I can just by myself. Daddy plays the ashtray. Baby starts to cry. The lady wants to know the reason why. Daddy's just like Coltrane. Baby's just like Miles. The lady's just like heaven when she smiles. And the lady wants to know You ever look at words and you go, wow, I see those words. I have no idea what that song sounds like at that point. I'll have to refresh my memory on that one. Sorry about that. Okay, here's one I know everybody knows. This is also in the key of G. Everybody can sing along with this one. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing in the breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round her, a miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, a misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mount Mama, take me home. Country road. I hear a voice in the morning hour, she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have gone home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mama, take me home, country roads. voice. In the morning hour she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road I get a feeling that I should have gone home yesterday. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Bound mama, take me home. Country road, take me home. Country road. John Denver, Country Roads. Oh, we're coming up towards the end. I got time for one or two more, I know. Oh, yeah, I want to do this one. This is in the key of A. Let's see if... see if y'all remember this one. Beneath the snowy mantle, cold and clean, the unborn grass lies waiting for its coat to turn green. The snowbird sings a song that he always sings, and speaks to me of flowers that will bloom again in spring. When I was young, my heart was young then too. Anything that it would tell me, that's the thing that I would do. But now I feel such emptiness inside, for the thing that I want most in life is the thing that I can't win. Spread your tiny wings and fly away, and take the snow back with you where it came from that day. The one I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you. The river seems to say that she'll only break my heart again should I just stay. So little bird, take me with you when you go to that land of gentle breezes where the peaceful waters flow. Spread your tiny wings and fly away, and take the snow back with you where it came from on that day. The one I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would slide away with you. And if I would, you know that I would fly away with you. Anne Murray was the artist for that one. That was a hit when I was in high school. It was a hit the first time I was dating my wife. That's another story. Let's see what time it is. I probably can do one more. Let's do this one. Yeah. All these memories tonight. We could use a doctor, right? Doctor in the house, 'cause my eyes. and the slow parade of fears without crying. Now I want to understand. I have done all that I could to see the evil and the good without hiding. You must help me, Doctor, my heart. Tell me what is wrong, what's and why, to leave them open for too long. As I have wandered through this world, and each moment has unfurled, I've been waiting to awaken from this dream. People go just where they will. I never noticed them until I got this feeling that it's later than it seemed. Doctor, my heart, tell me what you see. I hear the cry. Just say it's too late for me. Doctor, my heart cannot see the sky. Is this a prize for having learned how not to cry? This has been episode 12 of The Larry Seyer Show. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Until the next time, be kind, everybody. And I must say it means so much to me to be the one that's telling you